So it's been a few days since I've walked down to the river by my house, pick up another rock for the growing cairn. I'm on a order from the doctor not to do too much physical activity because I keep aggravating the intercostal muscle, and it's actually in the last 2 weeks gotten worse instead of improving, and he's concerned this is going to drag on for a long time if I'm not willing to sit a little bit still and let the healing run its course. I still don't think I can do that like all the way, sitting still, because I think there's things I should be able to do without aggravating that muscle. But those intercostals, it's surprising how many movements rely on those little muscles between the ribs. Even right now as I'm walking, I can feel a little bit of pain in there. Not a lot, but a little bit. And I'm not carrying any weight in my ruck today for this reason. I do have my ankle weights on, and even just that little bit of extra weight alone might be contributing to the little bit of pain that I'm feeling. It's gotten so bad some days that it's just agonizingly painful, where even right now there's no way I can cough. I have to be very careful if I clear my throat. If I get hiccups, I'm gonna be in big trouble. I sneezed one morning and it put me on the ground writhing. That's how bad it is. But on the other hand, there are a surprising lot of movement that I seem to be able to do without hurting myself. I did this morning, I did a little kung fu, nice stretching series. Yesterday I did a little bit of activity. There are things I can do, and so I want to do those things, and I think, at least walking, hiking, I should be able to manage without really hurting myself. And hopefully this thing heals up pretty quick. So anyway, I'm headed down and see if I encounter anything new. I was in the Coulee yesterday, a different part of the river downstream, where this is the Alexander Wilderness Park in Lethbridge, Alberta, where surprisingly the river was almost completely open, which is fairly unprecedented for this part of the winter. This moon, which we're just wrapping up now, Gutto, I normally see little pockets along the cut banks and such that open, and of course the crags that were open through the colder part of the winter are still open, and maybe a bit more. But I've never seen the whole river completely open. I'd be surprised if it's that way down here by my place, but downstream it was shocking how much of it is open, and it was just absolutely filled with ducks, mallards, Canada geese, golden eyes. The harlequin duck that we'd seen there earlier, I think in this moon, has gone and moved on. But other than that, there was a whole lot of waterfowl there. So we'll see what's shaking down here at my end of the river today. Just looking down into the coulee here, I noticed somebody looking back up at me. There's a few mule deer down here. Watch them cross this. Do some deer parkour. No problem. Boof. Still got one more here. There he is. Gonna vault or not? This is a smaller one. Probably one of last year's or last summer's fawns. See if she can jump this. Maybe if I move a little bit, spook her. There she goes. No problem. Piece of cake. If only I could hop a fence that easy. Barbed wire. Yeah, see, here's the situation as I had expected to find yesterday when I went to the Alexander Wilderness Park and the river was completely open. It surprised me. Here by my place, as you can see, it's still pretty much frozen over with just a few open spots along the edges and along the cut banks and such. See if I can find a good one. And at the open spots, you have geese. See this? A little bit open along the edge. That's kind of by that one. That beaver lodge is right there, I think. Some more open water over there. More geese. So, yeah. I don't know if you can hear it, but the river is making all kinds of crazy sounds. Yeah, it's just crackling and gurgling. It may be that there's another area of open water upstream that has icebergs breaking off, and when that ice moves underneath this ice, it makes for all kinds of crazy noise. but you also get the sense that Godzilla could pop out at any time too. That could be the noise. I can go over here and look for a rock. On my way back up the slope, but from this angle you can get a little bit better idea how the open water looks. We got some coming in for a landing, it looks like. Let's see if I can follow them. Quite a few little families just starting to arrive. Sun's still up, but it won't be for very long. Here's my rock collection to date. Nothing big. Just 4 rocks. But it'll grow. I think I'm gonna go out this way, check out, I know where there's a Coyote Den, see if anything's up there. So this here is the Coulee with the Coyote Den. Not too surprisingly, the magpies are here also. They're close allies with the coyote. So they'll stick around in the chokecherry brush at the bottom of the coulee here. Wait for the coyote to go hunting and then follow him if he's out during the day. But of course right now, not seeing any coyote activity. The den, by the way, is somewhere right around in here. But it's so camouflage, even from my spot here. I can't see it. No activity at the moment. They're pretty much nocturnal. Unless they're really hungry. I would have to I would really have to spend a lot of time out here to really observe them at the den. And a lot of the time that they're out is at night. So one of the unfortunate things for this particular family of coyotes, see, they had total reign of these coulees for so long. Then maybe a couple of years ago up here, there was a stadium built, a sports stadium. Those are the lights for it by the University of Lethbridge. That impinged hugely on the coyotes' habitat. I remember when we first moved into the neighborhood, we would hear coyote packs every night, howling, moving around, yipping. Now I don't really hear that very much anymore. Even though I know there's still a family living here. But what's going to be worse here is that just recently the city decided to extend the biking and jogging trail that it's making for recreation for the Riverstone residents. And right here is that paved trail. So, you know, just these couple minutes that I've walked, I mean, this trail is so close to the coyotes' den. Look at this magpie's checking me out. Probably knows me. Most of the magpies around here do. What? What? Just seeing if I got any food. Maybe follow me home, because I don't have any food with me. Reminds me though, when I come out here in the coulee, I usually should bring some food for the magpies, because when they see me, they kind of expect it. Anyway, that's kind of my walk for this afternoon. Not a whole lot happening out here. I'm getting excited for the turn of the season, which won't be coming too far away, and start seeing some new animals showing up and plant communities erupting and all that stuff. Is going to be fun. But for right now, still in the quiet of winter.